Like it's
But that's a good list you brought up, especially ending it off with Luther Vandross, because I think now is like a good time. I mean, not a good time, but it's a more comfortable time where people can be themselves and not have to be so closeted. Like because I remember Luther Vandross, we heard like rumors. And,
it was never like a confirmed thing. It was like maybe he is, maybe he's not. Who knows?
So now that we've reached a time where people can actually be themselves and live their life, because that's what Pride is about. So be who you are, live your life with no boundaries and no mask over it. But
come on, campaign. That's what Pride is about. Look at you.
Shout out to Lil Nas X.
Yes, good for him. Good for him. Good for him. I wasn't surprised because I don't like clocking people's sexuality like that.
But that's how I was just about to say that.
Yeah. When I found out he was a barb, like when he ran a barb account, like on Twitter, I was like, oh, like. I mean, I'd say if you're a Nicki stan, you're gay. But if you're a Nicki stan and you're 12 years old and you're a boy, you're probably gay.
But why do we care so much about what people are?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I know right now, I was just, as you scroll through your timeline, I was just scrolling through my timeline. I was looking at an argument between, I guess it happened early. I must have missed it sometime this morning, with a preference of Chris Brown going back with like some fan or some person about his preference in light-skinned women or women without hair.
Yeah,
or straight
so
hair.
I saw Chris Brown. So Chris Brown has a song out now. I'm
Is
not
that
sure
what
the
it
name
is?
of it. He has a song out, and one of the lyrics in the song is like something along the lines of like, "Only send me them black girls with the good hair," or something along those lines, like some texturism, colorism type shit going on there. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Could you still be yourself and not feel offended by that?
Could I be myself and not feel offended?
Like. Does it really strike a nerve?
No, it definitely does.
Really?
It definitely does. I think, especially. I was gonna say. Obviously, neither one of us have ever been black women before, but I think there's this, as I'm sure you know, like such a deep rooted connection between black women and their hair, and like always being told that your hair is like not enough or like it needs quote to be done, and it's like, I have a twist out, like I have locks, like my hair is done, like what are you talking about? So I think there is some there's some PTSD there with that, which is totally fair because. Like some texturism, some shit that still really affects women, like to this day. So
I get it for women, but I specifically to tie into what I was trying to say about Lil Nas X and all those gentlemen, especially Luther Vandross, but living within your truth and being who you are. Like if a female of anybody feels as if they like men with long hair or not wearing glasses, that cancels me out. I don't fucking care. I'm still who I am. You know what I mean? Like that's what I was trying to.
Yeah, that's a little different though, because you're going with like a very base level thing. Like you're like, oh, he has to have hair and no. You say no glasses? Well, you wear glasses. You do both. Yeah. So I'm like, that's the hard one to choose. But I think if a woman specifically was like, oh, no, I won't do a guy with a nappy beard. It has to be like
here I am.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. But again, like your whole life, you have not been ridiculed for like the texture of your hair. And like, it's
not a systematic thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, it is kind of a systematic thing. But, I don't know if it's, well, I guess so. Yeah. I think it checks into more than one box. But definitely, some fucked up, energy behind it.
I get the fucked up energy from women. Now that you put it in that context.
Yeah.
But we still say live your life and love who you are.
Amen.
What's been going on with you, sir? I know you got Essence Festival coming up this weekend.
Yes, cannot wait to see all of my good sis. I literally cannot wait to see Missy or Mary. I've seen Mary.
Have you been to New Orleans? That's more important than anything.
No, but I already know that I'm not really going to get to enjoy NOLA because it's going to be the festival. Like, we're getting there the day before, but I already know that the festival is going to overshadow everything. So I'm not even, in my mind, I'm going to New Orleans, but I'm going to Essence. Like, I have to go to, like, back to New Orleans a separate time. It's like coming to New York on New Year's Eve or, like, during Christmas time.
You should have went with me last year. But do you like seafood and, like, all that shit? Like,
I've just started getting into shrimp.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't really like seafood. It's the texture for me. Like, I don't like mealy type things. Like, when stuff is, like, too flaky, I don't really like it.
Well, expect a lot of, like, shrimp and gumbo. And,
yeah,
like,
I know.
Yeah, and also...
I do want some jambalaya, though. I will fuck up some rice.
It's good.
Some rice and sausage. A
lot of spots serve grits. They serve... there's something called, what's it, charcoal oysters or clams?
Yeah.
They serve all that down
there.
there.
No, I'm excited to,
And expect it to be hot.
No, that's what I really can't wait for.
And clammy.
I was just gonna say and clan, like the KKK.
Don't put your yorts on. Do your horts. It's gonna be hot.
I'm gonna be in Rockefeller Center like
Speaking
a
of travel,
with my legs.
I mean, not to get off topic, but this marks the year since we took our bossy ass trip on a jet to DC. That was the most bossiest shit ever.
Was it really though?
I mean,
like
in travel wise.
I mean, yes, to take a flight to DC is a bit. If you're not like Barack Obama, you're like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Like, get in the car. But it's yeah. No, 1 year since today. I feel like we got back to New York today, or I guess it would be yesterday, like the 1st. But yes, any shining memories from that trip, friend? Anything that really just jumps out at you? Anything you want to maybe reminisce?
Malcolm had a bitch sitting on his lap at brunch. That shit was popping.
Well, first of all,
shout out to her for buying me some shots.
Yes, indeed.
Which was kind of bad.
See how much of a good fucking friend I am. I suffered through that lap dance so you could get shots. Suffered, shriveled up.
We all have
crawled up inside of me.
We all have to take one for the team.
Well, what have you done for me lately? How about that?
I bought you some popcorn today.
Yeah, because you ate the rest of my popcorn from yesterday. You didn't do me no favor. You just replenished the shit I already had. But yes, a year since that very, very interesting trip. But great times. Mm-hmm. Great times. We should figure out something soon. Oh my gosh, shout out to Monica. So I was supposed to text Monica when I was in LA. Well, I did text her, but like,
oh, you was in LA. This nigga's booked and busy. Yo, this bitch is outside.
Get me out of here! I don't want to do this anymore. He's in my business. Get me out of here! I don't want to do
Pride, it. Essence Festival just came back from the BET Awards.
It cost me $275 to go to Pride, bitch. What are you talking about? It cost me $2 to get to Pride. Anyway, my ass. Anyway, but no, I lost my phone in the fucking Uber, and I was like, "Girl, I'll text you."
How did I forget that? Wait, you was in LA.
I was in LA. I went to my first dispensary.
What was that?
And I'm so excited because it's also legal in DC, which I did not know. And I was like, oh, bitch,
did you bring me back anything?
Yes. Okay, no. But, I have a Cinnamon Toast Crunch treat in the...
You didn't bring me back a
See,
pen.
That's why I don't bring...
You should have brought me back like a
You
pen
were such a raggedy bitch. Can I say that?
I know I'm a Negro.
Yeah, no, you're a raggedy bitch.
No, I'm a Negro.
Because you ask for shit, and then when I offer you stuff, you're like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? So anyway, you're not getting this energy today. The point is...
I'm not a good gift receiver.
You're not.
I'm very awkward.
You're not at all.
Nah.
You're actually terrible at it.
I'm not good at accepting praises or like compliments or gifts.
It's that weird Gemini shit, but you always want to be praised, complimented, and gifted. It's weird as fuck.
In private.
In private.
In semi-silence.
In private. No,
semi-silence.
Anyway.
I love you. Chill. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Don't say you love me?
Yeah. It's like, I love you. Like,
okay. Yeah. Well, no, I'm kind of like that shit. Yeah. But, fuck you too. Oh, shit. I like how we sit across from each other, very loving hip hop style. Like if we had to run up on each other, like Mona, Nina Parker sitting right here in between us, and it's just like a clear shot across the room. Anyway, but no, I was in LA, went to my first dispensary. I actually do have 2 cartridges, so I could actually get you a pen.
Please?
But since you want to be stank about it, now you get nothing.
I'll pay for it.
But I'm going to DC in a couple of weeks. I will see.
Wait.
Oh my God, why did I even say that? Oh fuck.
Are y'all following along like I am?
This sounds so much worse than it actually is.
This nigga is booked. When can I have you? Pause.
So anyway, yes. So what was I saying? Your pen. So yes. All right. Anyway, we'll discuss it. Anyway, the dispensary. So the dispensary was great. It was my first time in one, so I'm excited that
Were you just grabbing shit like your kid out of the candy store?
No, so actually, I didn't know what I was doing at all because I had never been in one before. Like,
I would have blew the budget in there.
Oh no, I spent easily $100, which is not a lot though. Like for 2 cartridges and a pen, like I played it cute. Yeah,
I was looking at you like I would have easily been at 400.
Oh
easy.
Yeah, see you say that, but then like, so here's the thing.
I always go wild with the treats, especially when like one of the Connect hit me. They be like, I got some treats. I'm like, oh, how much is it? Like easily a bag of some regular candy.
But how
like $60.
often do you eat your treats though? Because I
got shit in the freezer right
now. Me too. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't need to re-up that often. Like I take a bite and I'll be good. Like a fourth, like who I buy from, this shit is super strong, so I don't need to eat like a half a brownie to be like smacked. What's
your target for like when you indulge? Like I save mine.
What's my level?
No.
Oh no, I save. Actually, I'm the total opposite. Like I have a new rule where I only do edibles in the house because if I do edibles, I did an edible in the street one time. Shout out to my good sis Chanel. She gave me an edible at work. And it was like this cookies and cream type of like a Hershey bar type shit. Right. So I was like, how much did you have? And she was like, I had 3 the other night and I fell asleep. And I was like, all right, cool. But they were like little tiny squares. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll take 2. I'll be coasting. I'm going to eat, go home, go to bed. Yo, when I tell you I was so fucking high, bro, I've never been that high in my life. It really felt like I was in Get Out. Like, I felt like I kept slipping into the sunken place. Like, it was scary as fuck. And I was like, okay, so that was the last time that will ever happen. Like, I had to take a Uber home from like 59th Street, got out the Uber, threw up. Like, it was bad. Like, I've never been that high in my life.
That was one of my first highs like that. And it was even worse was that I was staring at the wall laughing.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, that's a normal occurrence. Yeah.
No, like,
and that's why I like to do it in the house.
For hours.
Yeah. No, it can last a long time.
What is it? Is it called the vaporizer or the humidifier? Or is it humidifier? The one
like a pen?
No, it's one that you put the weed inside of the actual, like a box.
Like a bong? Oh, like a box. I don't know what that is.
And it heats up, and I think it's vaporizer. I'm bugging. But anyway, I was just staring at the wall, like, in pitch black in the room.
Yeah.
And just laughing. High. Niggas left me in the
Yeah, no, it's a scary feeling. Yeah, no, that's why I only really do edibles in the house now. Like, edibles is like some very in the house shit, because I just want to make sure that, like, first I'm gonna get super smacked, I'm gonna want to eat, and I'm gonna want to go to bed. Like, this always the same routine. So like,
it's different from alcohol for sure.
Oh, way different. It's even different from a pen. Like,
even a pen. Yeah,
even if I smoke, I'm like, okay, like I could chill, but like
still be like functioning. But if you take,
but an edible like
is so much,
it does so much. First of all, it takes so long to kick in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's an hour before you really even start feeling that shit, and then 3 hours later they'd be like, we laughed. Just kidding, we came back. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, it's too many ebbs and flows for me. So, sorry, but what I was going to say, though, was that the reason why I didn't also blow the budget like that was because I'm way more into, like, vaping now than edibles. So I'm like, and, you know, a pen can last you for months. Like, if you're not sharing it with a whole bunch of people, if you're not smoking, like, I'd probably take a pull or two a day. And that's, like, nothing on the pen. Nah. I can't smoke at work. I mean, I probably could, but my job is too, what's the word? Too sporadic. Mm-hmm. Like, it's too spontaneous. So like, I could be doing nothing for 3 hours, and all of a sudden it could be like a clusterfuck, or like 8 people come and ask me for something, and I'd be like, whoa.
You ever work with somebody who smokes and you can tell that they're smoking at work?
Oh yeah, all the time.
It's just hilarious.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
all the time.
Why are you here?
Why are you here? Yeah,
you're not here.
It only works, like, I've worked jobs that are like, you know, like retail, like shit like that, but like, those jobs you can kind of get away with being high. Mm-hmm. If you just work in like stock or some shit, you're like, I'm just standing here folding clothes all day. Like, I could be high, but this you gotta be interacting with people, like counting money and like doing numbers and shit.
Well, some
like,
of those people actually are high, you can tell.
Well, yeah, but you know, that's
the
a whole
best is when
story.
you see people in the city and like you out and they're smoking on a break. Like, you about to go back inside and actually finish work.
Oh yeah.
Like, you smell like weed and you're moving like you're
like, so you work at Chipotle, like. Yeah. But I guess, you know, if you know your assembly line, if you know.
Don't fuck up.
Yeah, don't. In the words of Rue, don't fuck it up. But yeah, so dispensary was cool. All the good things were cool. And, you know, and now I get to be high, you know, much more frequently, because that edible shit will really knock out the whole rest of the day for me. Like, if I eat an edible at 8 o'clock, the day's over.
You know what's funny feeling? That's how drinking does to me now. Like, the other day I went out for Gav shit.
Oh, right.
That shit put me out for a day after. Maybe because
of
the level of drinking.
But I was about to say, but you were wilding now, and I was not there, but I know you were wilding. Do you know why? Because I know you. As soon as Jay start getting on Insta stories, first of all, if you see his face on Instagram or Snapchat, you know this nigga's up to something, because we never see your face. So the fact that we see your face in the video was like, okay, red flag number 1. Red flag number 2 is, of course, the scene itself. You're like, wow, it's a lot of people here. People are probably drinking. The other red flag is the red push pin. Oh, nigga, I know you. He posts that red push pin, and I'm like, okay, this is about to be the beginning of the end. And then the final bow on top of the Oprah card
what is it?
Yo, niggas out here. Watch your house, watch your mouth, yo, and it's just all of this 50 Cent G-Unit talking.
Do you look at everybody else, people that, because I mean, you follow the people I usually hang out with.
Yeah.
Do you look at their stories as well?
I do, and they're usually much more tame, because they have class and grace. They're not a nigga like you.
Well, first of all, I don't go outside much, so when I do go outside, I mean,
this is true.
I make it an event, and
as we see.
Shout out to Gav. This is the first, and I told you, I said I was not going to drink.
You did. You said you weren't going to drink for the month. I guess that was still the month though, because that was
ended. That was the month.
Yeah.
And I would say I was going to try to go for 2, but that actually
the summer. Save that shit for January.
No, I only made I only made a month. That was the ending of the day, because I stopped drinking the 22nd of May. So
yeah, okay.
And his event was on like the 24th, 23rd, some shit like that. But yeah.
Shout
out to Gab, but he had a full on
No, it looked lit.
A full-on brunch.
Yeah, it looked very lit.
It was very lit.
Did he not do the New Year's Eve brunch, or is he just like a?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, were you a promoter? Like, what's good?
He did do New Year's